What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a sensational Liverpool transfer news, because the French newspaper La Parisienne is reporting that Liverpool and other big Premier League clubs are keeping tabs on Neymar. Yes, the Brazilian sensational winger reportedly wants out of Paris Saint-Germain, and we are not sure that Barcelona or Real Madrid would take him, so Paris Saint-Germain will attempt to sell Neymar next summer for around 150 million pounds, and apparently Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester City are all keeping an eye on Neymar and the situation. And also these three Premier League clubs have also sounded out representatives of Kylian Mbappe with his future also uncertain at Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona, Real Madrid and Juventus are also interested in both players. So let me know guys, would you think that Neymar would fit into this Jurgen Klopp side? Personally, my personal opinion is that Neymar is not a Jurgen Klopp type of player, even though I can see him playing well for Liverpool, but just not under Jurgen Klopp. Jurgen Klopp is such a demanding manager. Even Salah and Mane are tracking back and sometimes defending as wing-backs in this Liverpool side, working hard, especially Mane. Salah also sometimes have to defend, and I just can't see Neymar being that type of really hard-working, long-busting player who would play in this relentless Liverpool side. But of course, if Jurgen Klopp thinks that Neymar would fit into this Liverpool team, I would judge him, I would trust his judgment, that's what I meant to say. But Jurgen Klopp, I don't think likes a Neymar type of player, and vice versa. I don't think Neymar is a Jurgen Klopp type of player, if there ever is one. Of course, Liverpool have flair players, so we could probably get away with playing Neymar and in the Salah role. But if we sign Neymar, one of our front three will be probably sold, because I just can't see Jurgen Klopp fitting Salah, Mane, Firmino and Neymar into the same Liverpool side. And if we spend an exorbitant amount of money, like 150 million on Neymar, has to come at some point we have to sell one of our star players, and I don't really want to see that happen. So if Neymar comes in and one of Salah, Mane, Firmino goes, I'm not for that transfer, I'm against it. But if Neymar comes in and we can somehow make it work financially to keep Salah, Mane and Firmino as well, then I'm all for the transfer. That's my personal opinion. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like guys, it really helps me out and shows me that you guys enjoy these transfer updates. So apparently Neymar realized that Paris Saint-Germain and the League One is not the be-all and end-all of world football, and I think that he made a mistake going to Paris Saint-Germain. He has been pretty unhappy there since his transfer, because the French league is just too easy for a player like Neymar, and also Paris Saint-Germain couldn't really compete for semi-finals and the final in the Champions League, and Neymar probably wants to win the Champions League sooner or later. And I think he's pretty bored with life in Paris, so he wants to move to another club, and according to the French newspapers, Liverpool could be that club, which I highly doubt that Liverpool would go for Neymar. But stranger things have happened in the Premier League, so yeah, let me know, what do you think? And Marca, the Spanish newspaper, have also reported that Mbappe is not interested in renewing his Paris Saint-Germain contract, which expires in 2022, so 3 seasons, 2.5 seasons from now. So if Paris Saint-Germain want to cash in on Mbappe, they will need to consider selling him either next summer or the summer after that. And according to France Football and other French publications, Paris Saint-Germain want to sign Sadio Mane. They shortlisted him as one of their preferred transfer options for the future. I think at the moment Mane is Liverpool's best and most important player. So Paris Saint-Germain would have to offer something around 200 million pounds if they would want to sign Sadio Mane in the next 1 or 2 years. And I don't think Liverpool are willing to sell him. And also Sadio Mane is very, very happy at Liverpool. Why would he want to leave the best team in the world right now, which is Liverpool at the moment? And I think Mane is a better player now than Neymar was when he signed for Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona. And unlike Neymar, of course, when he signed for Paris Saint-Germain, Neymar is looking like he's very, very happy at Liverpool. So I can't see this transfer happening. And also I can't see Neymar signing for Liverpool. But stranger things have happened in world football. I mean, nobody believed that Neymar would go to Paris Saint-Germain from Barcelona. Nobody believed that Ronaldo would go to Juventus from Real Madrid, and those transfers happened. So Le Parisien is reporting that, of course, Liverpool are only just one of 6 clubs interested in Neymar. The other clubs are Chelsea, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Juventus and Barcelona. And Liverpool would have to pay around 150 million pounds for Neymar. And if those clubs are all interested in Neymar, why on earth would Neymar choose Liverpool and the cold climate? And Liverpool are not the most attractive city. I think Neymar would probably choose Real Madrid or Barcelona, if I'm being honest. Maybe Manchester City because of Guardiola and the football that Man City are playing. I don't think he would go to Chelsea or Juventus or Liverpool, but as I said, stranger things have happened in football than Neymar to Liverpool, so we shall wait and see what actually happens. But what is pretty certain is that Neymar will leave Paris Saint-Germain next summer, and I think there will be a huge bidding war between big clubs, especially Real Madrid and Barcelona, to get Neymar. One Liverpool fan actually said, I don't think Neymar would fancy being on the bench all season. I just love that comment by a Liverpool fan. I think that's absolutely hilarious. And Jurgen Klopp actually commented on this kind of transfer and whether it's realistic. He was talking about Mbappe, but this applies to Neymar as well. This is what Jurgen Klopp said. Buying this caliber of player is very difficult. I don't see any club at the moment who can buy Kylian Mbappe from Paris Saint-Germain. I don't see any club. That is how it is. We are involved in the clubs that cannot do it. It is as easy as that. Okay, from a sporting point of view, there are not a lot of reasons to not sign him. What a player he is. It is about the money, of course. No chance, absolutely no chance. It's just too much money at the moment for Liverpool. I think Neymar and Mbappe would each cost around 150 to 200 million pounds. And if I have to choose between those two players, I would choose Mbappe every day of the week, 100 out of 100 times. Neymar, I just don't like him as a person, and I don't really think that he's that good for that amount of money. I would prefer Mbappe as well, and he has a higher ceiling than Neymar in my opinion. Even though Jurgen Klopp tried to play down Dejan Lovren's injury problems lately, Dejan Lovren was clearly in a lot of discomfort after the Salzburg-Liverpool game, and also he said to journalists that he got a hamstring problem, which could be at least 3 or 4 weeks recovery time. So Joe Gomez will be absolutely vital for Liverpool's title hopes in the coming weeks, especially because Liverpool will play Leicester City very soon at the end of December. So having Gomez and Van Dijk in top form is crucial to Liverpool's title hopes, because if Leicester City beat Liverpool, then the title race will be wide open again. Jurgen Klopp said this about the Lovren injury. We hope that it's exactly the same as last time. He felt something, so we made the decision. It's of course not cool. He played really well and Lovren was very important. We don't know more in the moment. It felt similar like last time. That's it, we have to see. Alisson commented on maybe why Liverpool haven't kept that many clean sheets this season, but finally, after a run of like 15 games without a clean sheet, finally Liverpool have back-to-back 2 clean sheets in a row, which comes at a very welcome time in the season. This is what Alisson said. It was just a matter of time and focus. The last two games we were focused for the full 90-95 minutes. Even if our opponents had chances, we were there, the defenders were there, and I was there to help the team. We just need to keep going with this focus because we know our quality and we know what we can do on the pitch when we put in our whole intensity. You need to do that for 90 minutes. It's hard, we know, but I think we showed we can do this. And it was about concentration. Liverpool weren't really defensively struggling. We were just having 3 or 4 minutes where we weren't at 100% concentration, and that is enough for some teams to have some chances and to score one goal. We very rarely conceded 2 goals. That's the thing about our defense, that we weren't very vulnerable defensively, not like Manchester City, who conceded 2 goals very regularly actually in the Premier League. I think we only conceded 2 goals once against Everton in recent games, and once 2 goals against Everton, and in all the other games we only conceded 1 goal. Of course, now with Bournemouth and Salzburg we kept 2 back-to-back clean sheets, and that's very important, and hopefully we can make it a hat-trick of clean sheets against Watford at Anfield. And of course, both Naby Keita and Sadio Mane, who contributed to Liverpool beating Salzburg, they were both former Salzburg players, and Jurgen Klopp actually almost signed Sadio Mane when he was a Borussia Dortmund manager. Mane was playing at Salzburg at the time, but Dortmund thought, and Jurgen Klopp thought, that Mane was too much of a risk to sign at that time. This is what Jurgen Klopp said: "It was simply a wrong evaluation of my side. I thought at that time that it was a lot of pressure on Dortmund, and this transfer, it had to be right. It is not only the only wrong decision I have made, but this one I could correct some years later." So basically Dortmund didn't have a lot of money, and Mane would cost quite a lot of money in terms of Dortmund's transfer budget. It would take a big chunk out of Dortmund's transfer budget, and Jurgen Klopp thought it would be too much of a risk to sign Sadio Mane, and if the transfer fails, then Dortmund wasn't a club at that time who were rich enough to just afford to take a hit like that. So Dortmund needed a player who was more ready, complete, to do a job for Dortmund. So they signed the different players, but that is Dortmund's loss. It became Liverpool's gain, because Sadio Mane went to Southampton, and at one point he terrorized Liverpool defenses. And I remember that Southampton played Liverpool, and I think we lost 3-2 or something like that. Mane scored 2 goals, and that's when I think Jurgen Klopp realized what a player Mane is, and he signed Mane, and the rest is history, as they say. Jordan Henderson, the Liverpool captain, also commented on how good Mane has been playing. Sadio Mane is amazing. He has been outstanding for a long period of time now. He just needs to continue that form. He's a fantastic person off the pitch, and he dedicates his whole life to football. This season, Mane has 13 goals and 4 assists in 19 starts, and considering that he's very much a winger, that's an outstanding return. And last season, Mane scored 26 goals in 50 games, so he's on course to score even more this season, because I think we are less than halfway through the season. So hopefully Mane can score something like 30 goals a season, which would be just his best ever season for Liverpool. And I think he's having his best ever season for Liverpool right now. And Virgil van Dijk had a brilliant reaction to the Salzburg-Liverpool game. This is what he said: "We had to be ready, and ready for a very tough night, because Salzburg are a good side. They play a little bit similar to what we try to do, direct and try to get in behind the defense and stretch them. They did well. We had to be ready. We dealt with it. And then obviously at the end of the first half, we had the opportunities to score for the 1-0, maybe 2-0 with Naby. But unfortunately, we didn't take our chances. In the second half, we were very mature and we played a great second half. The belief is always there, but you have to show how much you really want it. I think especially the second half, we can look back good on. The goals we scored were very good the whole second half. I think everyone looked comfortable. Obviously at times they broke on us, and that's the quality they have as well, and you have to give them credit for that too, and we dealt with it pretty well. And also Van Dijk said it was a big night for Naby Keita, and I'm very happy for him to be that important, and hopefully he can keep being important like the rest of the boys. He's a very good player, we all can see that, and today he showed it with the goal as well. Salah could have made it a little bit easier for us tonight. Van Dijk continued. I told him that as well, that he tried to make it a little bit more excited for the crowd maybe. He missed the chance in the first half, a big one, but you see his goal in the second half, and that's the quality he has got, like the rest of the players. Sadio Mane was outstanding as well. Firmino did so much work as well. It's a team performance, especially the second half. And I think the second half Liverpool played much better than Salzburg. We had like 14 shots in the second half and Salzburg only had 4, so we clearly dominated the second half. The first half was more even, more end-to-end, something that Liverpool of course were expecting, but still it was a big surprise that in 24 minutes Salzburg had 6 shots, 5 on target, but luckily for the rest of the game we defended really well, and Salzburg only had like another 5 shots after the first 24 minutes, so it was a very good performance from Liverpool overall. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.